It's for the people who are in the space of trying to make money online. And in whatever way you're trying to achieve that process, you're going to need the proper mindset to do so. Hands down. In order for you to grow as an individual to do something you've never done before, you need to cultivate the right mindset to do that. That's key. That's number one.
Well, you're gonna have to
Did you get
check
enough
yourself.
time?
Yep. Let's go.
Ah, guys, I'm messing with Dave right about now because he was trying to fix his hair and get all perfect and everything.
I look good, I think now. Right, babe?
Yeah. Hey, babe, does he look good? What's up, Heather?
I didn't
Yeah,
look good up close. I
kiss the
was
side of
tan,
his
so I didn't
head.
have it on.
He said kiss the side of his head.
Kiss that big old forehead of his.
That
There
big old
you
forehead.
go.
She can't hear.
Did you tell her we were recording? We're
Yeah,
we're
you're
keeping
live
that.
too, by the way. Yeah, he's keeping that.
We're keeping
Hi,
it.
this
We're
is
keeping
live
it.
from Wifey
That's so
Heather.
weird because this is what I think he's seeing.
I'm about to I'm about to go get some brownies from Publix.
Yeah.
How are you gonna drive there?
I'm I'm gonna
Wait.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna use my vehicle.
Love you, Heather.
He says he loves you. All right, let's get back to the show.
Sure. Yeah, we were supposed to say, hey, welcome to Passive Games for Life. I'm Roger. This is
I'm
Dave.
David.
And
Yep.
you know how it goes here. We turn, I almost forgot the intro. We study, we focus on mindset, tool sets, skill sets, so you can get the assets. Oh,
Assets.
did I leave out tool sets?
No, I think you said it.
I probably didn't. I don't think I did. But either
Let's redo it
way,
again. Here we
this
go
is
again.
all right. Yeah, let's take two. All right. Welcome to Passive Games for Life, where we focus on mindset, skill sets, tool sets. I'm missing one. Oh, so you
Assets.
can get the assets and thus get passive gains for life. I'm your host, Roger. This is
David.
Dave. And we are missing Steve. We don't know where Steve is. I think aliens abducted him and or his phone because he hasn't responded to us all day. Hopefully he's all right. Steve, if you're seeing this, we need to know you're okay. We need to know you're alive, Steve.
Yep.
He's fine. He's fine. So yeah, we're gonna be doing an episode tonight. This is our last episode in the Toolset series. So we are going to focus on a very good episode here. I'm not purposely trying to put the YouTube formula book in because I do use that. Oh, you know what? Fine, keep it there. Yes, I read books. Yeah, we're doing what?
I said I don't. I'm gonna start reading books.
He's gonna start reading books whenever that happens. I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna be focusing on wondershare tonight, and we got a very, I put together some information, or I put together a little editing process that I've done lately. So on this channel, because we focus on various things, and Dave was telling a friend of his about our channel today, and they're like, I don't get it. It's not for everybody to get, okay? It's for the people who are in the space of trying to make money online. And in whatever way you're trying to achieve that process, you're going to need the proper mindset to do so. Hands down. In order for you to grow as an individual to do something you've never done before, you need to cultivate the right mindset to do that. That's key. That's number one. Number two, after you cultivate that mindset, now you need to develop skills. You need to be able to pair that mindset with a skill set because people don't want to learn or hear anything from somebody who does not have the proper skill to be able to deliver the information. So you have to master a skill set of any kind, and whatever creativity you have, whatever thing you do, that's your skill set. Now, number three, your tool set. Tool set is what you use to take that skill set and apply it to something, right? So I have a skill set, Dave has a skill set, but Dave has a tool set as well. What do you use in your tool set?
AutoCAD.
There you go. That's a tool. That's a tool to be used. But you know, in some of the other episodes, we've pointed out that Facebook is a tool, Google is a tool, Google Trends are a tool, Chat AI is a tool. So tonight we're going to be focusing on Wondershare, and then once you've mastered a tool set, now you want to be able to use it to create an asset. An asset is what pays you. And then also, when you create that asset, if you're able to monetize, systematize, then automatize, am I saying it
Automation.
right? Make it
Automation.
automated. Yeah, if you can automate it, therefore you're going to create passive income, because if something is automated and is taking care of itself, you could be sleep, sick, on the moon, in the ocean, no matter what, it's automatically creating a source of income. And that is the goal and focus of this channel. So Dave, send this particular episode to your buddy.
I will. Hey, listen.
Since you couldn't explain it.
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
just messing with you.
If you see me with my mouth open, I'm still sick. I can't breathe out of my freaking nostrils. So I'm like,
Dude, I can hear that.
sorry.
I could definitely hear that. No.
Like
Hey,
watching
don't be
myself,
sorry.
and I'm like, I'm a mouth breather.
Yeah, he's
Like
from
in that
Florida.
I felt like I was gonna pass out. I'm like,
Well, no. Just breathe through your mouth, man. Just do
breathing my
this. Just look like you just put your lip.
that's why I was like this.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. You just breathe
All right,
right
let's
between
go.
your two fingers right now. Yeah. So yes,
That's good. I'm happy you explained it, because I said I gotta go. I gotta do the podcast. I think it's
Sure.
at 7 or 8. And
Mhm.
he's like, "What are you doing the podcast?" I'm like, "Assets, tool sets, skill sets." What about that? I'm like, "Yeah, watch the show." I said, "I'm getting it."
Ladies and gentlemen, David is my favorite person in the world, because you could tell David this is what's happening, and David will come back to you 5 minutes later and
3
be like,
months
"Yo,
later, 3 months. It was 2
we
months. Oh, it was a month later.
we should do this," and I'm like, "We're doing that." Oh.
Yep.
Oh man, but it's all good though. I mean, it's just kind of like how we talked last week. You know, it's a matter of creating something that is that people can relate to, right? You know, trying to make money online is not the easiest thing in the world. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort. No matter what the gurus tell you, that was one of the reasons that caused me to create this channel, is because you know, when you're online, if when you're trying to figure this thing out yourself, you know, it takes a lot of time, because at first you want to do everything for free, right? And what I've learned is, and David will tell you this about me, I would never want to pay for anything at any moment,
Yep.
for anything.
Yep.
Am I the same person today, Dave?
Nope. You want to invest in your stuff now. It's awesome.
Yeah, because I'm investing in myself. I'm investing in the most important thing. The one thing we have for free, we don't appreciate, which is our intellect, our creativity, and just like the skills that we have. But you know, the problem with that is, it's like, if you don't understand it, you don't ever think to reach back to yourself and go, whoa, what can I do that I can use something to create an income? Because going to work is easy, right? You don't have to think about it. You know, all you got to do is just show up. You trade 40 hours of your life every week, and then maybe if you have a decent job, you'll get 2 days off once a week to be with your family, and then it's back to the salt mines, you know, for those little bits of peanuts. And I don't know if you got a chance to see that video I sent you, but I promise you that will change your view of money forever. That's what happened with me. Once I saw that video when I was on vacation last year. We took like a little staycation, and it was the middle of the day. And when we do our staycations, and like I said, my wife is constantly learning, growing. Like right now, she's in a class. I think it's like uh, two. What is it? It's 2 days out of the month. It's Saturday and Sunday. It's from 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m.
Yeah.
And it's Saturday and Sunday.
Is that
And
for her license?
well,
Like
no,
the
this is just her investing in herself. She's
oh,
continuing her education all the time. And this is something that we all should do if we are not looking to just show up and collect a check from somebody. You get what I'm trying to say? If you want to be a business owner, you have to learn. If you want to branch out on your own, you have to do stuff that most people won't do. And when we was on vacation, my wife, the reason why we went on that vacation is so we could just kind of get away from the house. So we didn't go too far, but at the same time, she was taking a class. So while we was down in the pool, splashing around, having fun, she's in a class. So the next morning, I'm like, you know what? Let me invest in my thoughts. Let me invest in my education. So I jumped online. I saw the video that I sent this afternoon in the group text, and I sent it directly to you. And I was like, this
was
video
that
will
today?
change your life. Yes. It's Myron Golden, and he's explaining how. Wait, you know what? The title of the video. Let me get the title of the video. Myron Golden, Live Rich Now.
Oh, I
And
see it.
yeah, so he explains a formula of how to live like a millionaire before you become a millionaire. And if anybody's interested in it, hey, leave a comment. If not, just search it on YouTube. It's called Myron Golden, Live Rich Now. You can find it anywhere. I mean, that's not what our show is about tonight, but I mean, I I'll put it in the link in the video just because, like, understanding that would help you understand why I want to do whatever I have to do to make sure that I can create a passive income for myself and my family. Because not only is it something that will take care of you for the rest of your life, but you can scale it infinitely. Oh, I thought that was Steve texting.
Yeah,
Nope.
it wasn't him.
No, it wasn't him. So, with that being said, tonight we're going to be taking a look at wondershare. So wondershare is well, not wondershare itself. We're looking at Filmora. Filmora is a program that is created by wondershare, and this is how we edit all of our videos here on Passive Gains for Life. It's one of the most easiest programs for any beginner to learn and pick up. It comes with all sorts of transitions and titles, all the things that you need to create social media video in this day and age.
Is
So
that the version 12 that just came
yes,
out?
yes, we have. I have version 12. I paid for it. I got the whole package. I have everything that's with it. And like I said, I have a client who I'm teaching video editing to. Oh yes, by the way, I am taking clients. If people want to learn video editing skills, I could take you from novice to intermediate in 4 weeks. And that's something that I offer. But yeah, it's one of the best programs you can pick up, learn quickly, and create good edits very quick. And I've been using it more recently, and so and so I started doing a challenge for myself to use my video editor every single day sometimes 3 and 4 times a day because I want to sharpen my skill set for my tool set so I can create an asset. And I already did that because I have clients.
Yeah. Dude, the pricing on it doesn't look bad. I'm looking at it now.
No, it's not bad at all. I think it's like what $39 for the entire year.
Yeah,
And
49 for the year.
yeah,
And they have 59 and
why don't you
70.
share the screen so everybody can see what you're
I
looking
don't
at?
know how to do that.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
I gotta sharpen my skill sets here. Hold on. Let's see. Share video. No, video? Share screen. Here we go. Window. Here it is. Okay.
He's pressing buttons, but I can't see what he's pressing.
Why not?
David Lopez. I see it
Here
down
it is.
here. All right, so you go there, you go to add to scene.
What do you mean add to scene?
Look at the bottom of the screen, sir. Hey, there's your screen down there. Look at that thing down there.
Oh, hold on. They can't see this.
No, only I can see it.
And voila.
Voila.
Did it.
Great. See, this is what I'm talking about. On the job training. OJT, baby. All right. So looking at the price plans, they are, I did choose the middle price plan. Actually, you know what? There was a discount when I got it. For the annual plan, it's $49 for the year.
Yeah, I think you did pay 39.
Yeah, I probably did. I don't know, man. Inflation affects SaaS, software as a service. Dang,
Yep.
that's jacked up.
Real prices.
Hey, it's $10 more, but hey, $49 for the year, you still can't beat. I mean, but I may be able to offer a discount depending on what's going on because your boy is an affiliate of Wondershare, so a link will definitely be down in the bottom of the video. And if you click that link and you decide to opt in using Wondershare, that'll help our channel out greatly. But it's a very good program. This is what I use every day. And that brings me to the next thing. So let me get us back here. I got you, buddy. I got you. I'm on top of it. I'm on top of it. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to share a screen and I'm gonna show you what I've created using Filmora. Now, this is something that I've done of my own volition because I need to be a little bit more healthier. And on top of all of that, you know, cultivating a mindset is something that that requires a little bit more than just, you know, thinking I got the best mindset, right? Hold on right quick.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that on Instagram.
Oh, you did? Did you watch it? I
didn't hear anything.
You didn't hear anything?
No, I turned the speaker up and everything. It just showed you flexing.
Of course. Yeah. No. You wait a minute. How did you add that other one? Now, see, Dave did something that I've never done before. How did you add that other one to the scene? Because you like add it to the scene, Dave, and transition us to it.
Okay.
I'll put us back here.
Here's that, and there we go. Look at this guy. Look at this.
Yeah, look at me, all muscly and stuff. Now, so this is a 25-day conqueror challenge. This is my current weight. Well, yesterday was my current weight. 5 songs, 20 minutes, conquering obesity, fear of judgment by dancing. Right? This is what I'm drinking: water, lemon, honey, cayenne pepper. All of these edits were done in Filmora. And about cultivating a good mindset is that you got to step out of your comfort zone. I don't know how to dance, people. Yes.
Yeah, you do.
So I challenged myself, and that stuff was hot. So that right there is called motion tracking. That's something that you could put on Filmora. I'm sorry. Yes, Filmora. I keep saying Wondershare. So that's something you can use in Filmora. So you have like all sorts of things. And this is just me screwing around with the program. You know, it's 5 o'clock in the morning doing like dissolve edits because it took me forever to drink that because it was burning. It
Oh,
was,
really?
bro, that's hot. It's like, and then it causes you to sweat because it
Oh, that's good.
opens up your pores. The cayenne peppers, it opens up your blood vessels, everything. I did a little speed up scene right there, did a stretch, and now I'll get into it. And I purposely did not record any sound for the first part because I wanted it to be about the music and me dancing.
There ain't no music.
You can't hear anything?
No.
What? I thought I can hear it. Hmm. And
Huh.
I'm sharing the entire screen.
Let me
All right,
see.
hold on right quick. Let me
Is that you? That music?
yeah. So you seriously can't hear it?
Nah, I'm trying to look for it now.
Hold on right quick. Affecting audio only on your end. Let me see. And this one, I made a mistake. You'll notice that this video is like 18 minutes long. It's
Yeah, I
like
saw
20
that.
minutes. So it's not the full dancing because I would definitely put people to sleep than watching me for 20 whole minutes. I just kind of did like a dissolve edit to go through each song that I did. If you want to find it, if you want to hear the actual music, it is on Instagram. Here, this is day 2. This was filmed this morning, so I was able to speed up things a little bit more because I figured out a flow of how I wanted to edit the video. So things went a lot faster, except for this part. I drug this part out because I was like, yesterday, it took me forever to drink that. So this time I was just like, forget it.
I'm gonna try
I'm,
some of that.
I'm gonna take it. Oh, it's good, man. It's like, it's very tasty. But man, when it hit, the
Yeah, yeah.
temperature rises. Like you have no choice but to sweat. I
Oh,
am
that's
so
good.
upset that you can't hear this though.
Dude, I tried looking for it. Hold on. Anyway, so yeah,
Well,
you
you
did
can't
all
hear
those
this.
edits.
Well, see,
I can't hear it now.
no, well,
Wow.
because there's no sound playing now, but sound is going to be playing about 3 more seconds.
Nope.
You can't hear it now.
Nope.
I, you'll be able to hear it in the actual recording of it of this episode. Well, at least I think you should. I don't know. There's still stuff that I'm figuring out about this. People, by no means am I like perfect with Eevee Mux yet because we still are learning it and they just updated the app. So this is me going through everything right now. Steve, oh, Steve says,
I'm
hey, I'm
sorry.
still not home.
Oh,
Hold on, right quick. All right, I hit him up here in a second. Yeah, puppy got curious. That's
oh.
Onyx.
Hey, the head moved right with the music. If there was
Yeah, I
music.
was dancing. Yeah, but this is about me putting myself out there, also conquering the fear of judgment and all that kind of stuff. I purposely put in all of the most shameful scenes that I can add, like me can't dance and just like, yeah, I'm gonna look at it. Just look at it. Mm. Trust me, it's hard to look at sometimes. It is, but when you
I'm
get
dying
used
to
to,
see what kind of music you're listening to.
it's like a gospel Christian rap as well.
Yeah,
I
I
was
see you
very
sweating.
happy
I see
at
you
the end.
sweating.
Oh, dude, that stuff opens up your blood vessels so much. Like you have no choice but to sweat. And I'm gonna be doing this for the next 25, well, next 23 days straight.
Drinking
And
that stuff?
drinking that stuff. Yes, the honey, the lemon, the water, all of that. Hold on, sorry about that. Yeah, drinking the honey, the lemon, the water, no video games, no
What?
movies, no TV. It's going to be all educational. I'm learning the craft. I'm learning how to get better at video editing. I'm learning on how to better curate our podcast a little bit more. Everything is going to be focused for the next 25 days on what I do here. So
So what's up with the software?
that's where I'm going to right now. Oops, wait, I didn't
I
mean
want to
to.
learn how to use it. I've
I
used.
almost kicked you out. So yeah, let me I have wondershare here. Let me load it up on the screen because I keep calling it wondershare. That is the parent company. It says your system sound is supported while sharing the entire screen or a specific tab. So hold on. I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna make sure. Yeah, I went the entire screen.
So what happened?
Okay, okay. I see it now. Share system audio. Oh, see, hey, I'm not perfect, but I do learn from my mistakes. So this is what you could not hear. Let me here so you can at least hear what I was listening to. Can you hear that now?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wait, I'm not even sharing the video.
No, you are. See here. Oh,
No. They can probably hear it, but they're not seeing it. Hold on.
there they go.
There we go. Oh,
Oh,
Dave,
now you.
I messed it because we did it at the same. All right, you put it back on, Dave.
Yeah, that's what she said.
You're an idiot. Oh man. So this is the program. Wondershare, like I said, is a Wondershare. Wondershare Filmora, right there. There it is, right there at the top of the screen. You know what? Yeah, they don't need to be seeing us right now. They just only need to see the
Yeah, that's
program.
fine. Hey,
So
real quick.
yeah.
So this is like a full-fledged editor.
Yes.
Okay, so you got a whole bunch of effects.
Yeah. I got. Hold on. Let me. Hey, transition us back to that screen that you had. All right. So man, I wish I could zoom in more. Hopefully the people at home, if hopefully you guys can see this, but up here at the top you have your media, your stock media, audio, tiles, I'm sorry, titles, transitions, effects, stickers, templates, and this boils down to all of the things that you would be using. So for instance, how did I get like that little blur screen there with the water and lemon? And there's a literal square that you put on. You can change the opacity of it. You can make it like not so blurry. You can make it extra blurry. You can change the blurriness all the way up, whatever the case may be. So it's all within your control. And it's this little tiny square. You see this thingy here?
Yeah.
That's where the little blurriness comes in. So you see this little track here, that was a little temperature gauge as I put it on there, and it has its own little set of things in here. You have a um I forget what you call this, but it says basic. So on this side of the screen I can change the rotation of it, right? I could put in a keyframe here. So if I wanted to later on, I could say, okay, keyframe, move the slider here, and I can have it rotate all the way back to this side here. So when I go back to play it, when it shows up on the screen, it's going to rotate just like
Oh, that's
that.
cool.
So super simple, super fast. I mean, there's really nothing to it. It's like once you understand that you're literally just bringing the options in, and once you understand all these little things here, it can look intimidating at first when uh you know, as a person who's not used to video editing, they can become very intimidated by this. So when my client saw it, she's like, whoa, look at all this stuff on here. I'm like, yeah, don't even worry about that, because the fastest way to learn something is to actually just jump in and do it. So instead of just, step one, this is a video. Step two, I'm like, no, you and I are going to create a video.
That's
You're
the
going
best
to learn.
way.
That's the best way
Jump
to
right in.
learn. Yeah, like that's how I learned AutoCAD. Like, and
I
like,
went
how
to
to,
school. I
huh?
hated it. I
Yeah,
hated school.
yeah. I mean, because you're being taught all the stuff that you're more than likely not going to use.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
stuff that you want to use is the things that you really would like to be better at. So I don't even think I said that right. The things that you want to use is the things that you're interested in, but you don't know in what case scenarios to use them until you're actually in that case scenario. And that's how I like to teach. I like to put you in the scenario that you want to be in so we can focus on what you want to create. That's going to bring out your talents. It's going to bring out the love that you have for what you want to do so you can better create.
Yeah, I think
So,
that's good though. If
oh,
you get
yeah.
the person up and running,
Hmm.
and then they feel comfortable with it,
Hmm.
then they can, you know, go off on their own
Yeah.
and try to figure out the program.
Poor guy. You
My
guys
nose.
hear
Sorry.
Dave's nose. It sounds like it's full of snot, but it's not.
It's my
It's,
polyps.
yeah.
And I had
Yeah.
sinus.
Hold on. You know what? Let me
You know what
text
sucks
Steve.
though? I hear
What's that?
myself twice. It's like one of those Japanese movies. Hiya
Oh,
cha cha, and then hiya cha cha like a second later.
wait. So you getting
Double
uh
feedback.
oh man. I'll tell you what you do. There was I think you might be listening to the backstage sound.
How you disable that?
You know what? That's a good question, Dave.
Maybe if we remove from scene. You see that?
Mm-mm. Remove what?
Because I'm seeing two microphones going. Mine and this scene. I don't know if you can see where I'm hovering.
Mm-mm. I
Oh,
can I can only see.
are you sure you want to remove this layer? Let's see what happens. Hello.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Shoot, it's still delay. But anyway, let's keep going.
It's probably because you have on the AirPods. See,
No, it wasn't doing it before.
oh, it wasn't. I just know that a lot of people tell you if you're doing podcasting or if you have a remote guest, it's always best that they have headphones with a cord. Because as good as our technology is, right now we still have interference with Bluetooth. So it can get a little crazy at
Long.
times.
All right,
So
let's go.
yeah. So I'm sorry.
I said, let's go.
All right, cool, cool,
I want
cool.
to learn more.
All right, yeah. So take us back to that last
This one?
yeah.
All right, let's go. Oops.
All right. See, he's gonna be good at this, man, by the end of the night, man. He's gonna learn Filmora and he's gonna learn how EVMux works.
Yeah.
So the scene right after that, I have like a pan and zoom right here. And that is very simply created by going to the timeline here. And you can expand the timeline. You see that little double arrow that comes up.
Where is that at?
You see
Oh,
my pointer here. If I go here to the
oh,
timeline,
yeah,
I can
yeah, yeah.
expand it. You know, so
Okay.
you go into the timeline, you double click, and you have crop and zoom. So you go into that, and here's your start, and there's the end. So I knew I was going to end up on this side here. So I just made sure I pointed the end scene to be in this particular area. And then, you can apply it. Once you apply it, you just hit play and boom, there you go. And and the taste great but burns LOL, that's this little thingy right here. It's very, very simple, very straightforward how they just put things into this program. It's like they're like little tiles for you to operate with, and you could just drag them right on in. So this was actually a title that I took. I took one of these titles over here, the one that worked the best. They even have like titles that's pre-made. You see that?
Yeah.
Stone. And you can change that as well. You like
Can you
once you
get
bring it in, you can put
more?
any words you want to in there.
Can you get like more custom?
Yeah,
ones?
you can make custom ones. Now, some of these are going to require you to have other types of programs to use it. Like another program I did look at before. What was it called? Adobe After Effects. Adobe After Effects um, is one of those types of programs that you can use to create. What is it? I can't even think of the terms.
After Effects.
No, what is it? It's graphics.
Post, production.
Yeah, I can't think of the term right now. It is like escaping me. It's a type of graphics that you can use to create things like that effect or like little animations in between. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could do that with Filmora, but it's kind of limited in that aspect. Like you're limited to shapes, and it's still something that I'm working towards learning more about, because you know me, I would be creating all kinds of crap once I know exactly how to use it. But you know, it's a very straightforward program. uh Filmora is for beginners. Like if you're a beginner, you want to learn video editing, Filmora is your deal, because you can find pretty much training videos anywhere online. You can get somebody to teach you how to use it, like your boy right here. um if you used any type of other video editor before, it is very similar to Adobe Premiere, Final Cut. All of these programs are very similar. They do have little nuances. You could do more with others, like DaVinci Resolve. We talked about that all the time. DaVinci Resolve is free, and you could do everything that you could do with Filmora. You could do with DaVinci Resolve. One big caveat, though, you have to build everything yourself, everything from the top to the bottom. So you can't just go in there and be like, all right, where's my stuff where I could just click and drag on the screen? No, 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 no. You got to know what you're doing with DaVinci Resolve. But it is a great program. I've used it many times myself before in the past, but it requires a lot of technical knowledge. And if you don't have that technical knowledge, you can be buried in the amount of stuff that it has for you to do. I mean, it can be straightforward sometimes, but it can be very tedious, yeah, in creating certain things. So
I think
take
if
us.
you're like an
Go ahead.
advanced video editor, it'll be great. For somebody who wants to get it out quick,
yeah, if you want to get it out quick, Filmora is your thing, right? I haven't had a chance to use Final Cut Pro because I don't own a Mac. I will in the future. Sorry, my finger. This thing is sensitive. Like it's like what do you call it? Capacitive touch. So you just shut up, Dave. I can see it. I can see it on it. I can see it on your face. You're like
holding back. This is a professional episode.
Yeah, well, all our episodes are professional. It just depends on how much professionalism we bring to the episode. And you know, I did this episode. I was like, Steve's gonna love this episode because he's like, yeah, man, I want to do more like we did with the other one. I'm like, all right, cool. So let's learn something. So take us back into that transition. I'll show you some more stuff on here. All right. So as I move forward here in the video, you get to this point where I go directly from doing my my drinking of my metabolic burner. I think I should call it a metabolic engine starter. I don't know what I want to call that thing. It is good though, and when I tell you it's tasty, it is so good.
I'm gonna
But
try it.
it burns you up from the inside out, baby. Woo.
Hey, you should sell that product.
Oh well, I mean, hey, we'll see about that in the future. But for right now, I got to use it and get myself down. Oh, that's another thing. Well, we'll get to that later. But right here, you'll see me go from "Let's do this" to
There's
so,
your intro music.
yeah. Some of these songs that I chose were not what I would usually choose for myself, but the tempo to keep up with that was the reason. Like that song right there, like on any given day I probably wouldn't be like jamming out to that, but I love what it talks about in the song, and I chose these songs because I wanted something positive. I wanted something that kept me in a good mood. I wanted to be cognizant of my creator as I danced because he gives me life, right? I'm doing this to save my life. I might as well be giving God some praise, right? So,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, but the tempo of this song, like the pain that I was feeling right there, like it was real. Like I'm in a crouch position trying to like keep my heels, I mean trying to keep my thighs pumping the entire time. And if you hear it, it's like I was not keeping up with the beat. I wasn't. I'll even show you on the other video as well, because it got pretty funny at one point. I was like, yeah, I laughed at myself many a times.
So what are you
Uh,
doing?
huh?
Like squat dances?
Bro, I don't know how to dance. So I was doing what I could do.
Look, you're doing some fighting dance.
Oh yeah. I was definitely fighting on some on a lot of these things. I was literally fighting, like fighting my way through. But you know what? I'm gonna show you another little cool feature here. Instead of talking about me the entire time, I'll actually use me to demonstrate this feature. This is actually pretty cool. So right here, when I got to this point, I'm like, yeah, I made it. Eh, 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 get it, get it, get it. Let's rock. Now let me stop. So
This could be a beam over your head like that.
yeah. Well, to avoid memes of your head, let's do some motion tracking, shall we?
Yep.
So let's go in and we're going to click this one here. All right. So you see the highlighted track there.
Yep.
Now, if I double click this, well, no, I don't have to double click it. It's selected. If I go over here to this side here, I have mask. I can put mask in. Mask is basically when you can hide a scene. For anybody who doesn't know anything about video editing, you can hide things. You can put stuff in front of each other. It's something that you would have to see in order for me to explain. I'm not going to explain it right now, but I'm going to go to AI tools, right? So under AI tools, we have motion tracking, and it's a little tab right here. You just click it on. Now that I have this scene selected, I can track the motion of this big head of mine, right? Now I can track it the entire video, but I might want to just track it on this part here. So if I come back here, I'm gonna back it up just a little bit. That's like dance lingo for people who don't know. I'm gonna back it up like so. So I'm gonna cut this scene. So what I did is, you see this slider here for the people at home who don't know anything about video editing. This is called I can't even remember what you call it. I call it the slider. I don't let me get technical on you. All right. So I call this the slider. Right. But you can also cut your video. So if I cut it right there, now I just want to work with this section here. Right. And then I'm going to cut it right here at this point. So because I don't want to do motion tracking on this entire thing, I just want to grab this a little bit here and get my motion tracking from there. So now that it's selected, I'm going to hit motion tracking. Right. In order to motion track, any keyframes and animations, pan zooms will be removed. So I don't have any keyframes or animations in here. I'm good with that, right? So I'm going to select this box. I'm going to put it over the object that I want to track. I like to make it just a little bit smaller so it can be nice and tight. Let's draw it out because my head is a tad bit bigger than most. All right. Put a little bit right here, right? Now, this little button here is going to do all of the magic. And yeah, 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 yeah. All right, cool. So now it's tracked. Now, with motion tracking, you can add something to it. So you can add text, you can add all sorts of stuff. Me, I'm going to add an emoji
Why
to
don't
it.
you
So,
add that
huh?
one that looks like Rob?
What? That was a it looked like Rob. Where? What is this? All right, hold on. Let me find an emoji. Hold on.
Hey, why'd you do that happy face?
Which one?
There
Uh,
was just one there, but oh well.
here. Wait, let me go down here. All right, so here's some emojis. You got comics, you got all kinds of stuff you got in here. So let me find the face that I like. Something good. Maybe. Nah, I don't see nothing in there I like. Wait, fire, smoke. Yeah, you got all kinds of little things in here. Lightsabers, explosion. Oh, they got social media stuff. Like I could just hit it with a subscribe button and just let it just like hover there. No, you know, I'm gonna go back to the emoji. I'm gonna find face. What's a good one? All right, you know what? Let's use the star face, right? Now you can hit this little star right here to save it. Oh, that's a Christmas emoji. Let's see what it looks like.
That's not Christmas.
Oh, well, it says Christmas emoji right there, doesn't it?
I guess I can barely see it.
You could barely breathe too.
Yeah.
So, so I'm gonna drop this right here. Oh man, look at that! It just so happens to be the perfect length, almost right.
That's what she said.
Yeah, Dave. My goodness, dude, we're trying to keep it professional here. Man, all right. So what I want to do is I want to take this little guy and I want to make him the same size as my head, right? Now I want to drop it right there. Now, most would think this is how you get it to stick. No, you actually have to. No, yeah, that's what I thought too.
Wait. So you did the motion tracking.
I did.
The next step, I thought you were picking an object to link to it.
Yeah. Yep.
But
and now I'm going to link the object to it. No, what I want to do, and see, this is the part where you need to do some actual training. Yeah, it is easy up to a certain point, but this is where some complications come in, but it's still very simple. So I've selected the emoji. I put it on the video track down here. I sized it to the size head that I wanted it to be. Right now, what I want to do is go back to my motion tracking. Right, and under motion tracking, you know, you have some settings. You can turn it off and all this kind of stuff. But here it says link element. Right. So what element do we have the link? Oh, look at that. There's a Christmas emoji. So I linked that element to my head, right? Let me bring it up a little bit because it got it down. And now when I play the video from this point, hey,
awesome.
hey, what? Happy. I'm alive, baby. So there you go. And that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Filmora, wondershare, the type of things that you can get out of using a program like this. So with that, I want to say this has been episode 14. And yes, I'm cutting it short tonight because we still got a lot of stuff I got to do when I get off of this thing, when I get off of this show. So it being a Sunday night tonight, as it always is, I got to get some sleep. But I wanted to show you guys one of the tools that keeps us in our trade. This is what I use daily to produce the videos to do my 25-day Conqueror challenge. You can find that on Instagram. It's my first and last name, Roger Carter, PG4L at Instagram. And I'll put the link in it just in case you guys want to see it. You can come and check me out each and every morning for the next 23 days. This is what I'm doing. I'm just uploading, posting, because I got to get the weight down, man. You know what? I
You
said
didn't
we
tell
was
me.
huh?
I would have done it.
Well, I mean, it was something
I
that
gotta lose some weight.
it's something that I need to do, man. I wasn't trying to drag people in it with me, you know.
Come on.
Hold on, let me show you. Let me show you day one. You know what? Hey, let me see. Transition us back. Hold on, wait. Where is it? Is it here? Oh yeah. There we go. No, I don't want to
Fail.
replace
Load.
it. No. Cancel. I want to open. I want to open a recent file. Save the project. No, don't save it.
Why? That was a good one.
No, because I did not want to. I didn't want to do this thing here. Oh, you know what? I'll just share my screen.
There you go.
Hold on, right quick. Do.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Yes, sir. Keep it simple, sir.
That's
Now,
true.
I didn't want to call myself stupid, so I said keep it simple, sir. Because getting into that habit of calling yourself dumb is not good. So this is what I will show you. This is how crucial I needed to do this. You see that weight?
Yep.
That's 319. All right. For the audience at home, at one point in my life, I was 358 pounds. So right now I'm at 319. Well, at the recording of that video. So this morning, based off of and this is the reason why I needed to do this challenge to keep myself alive. Day 2, I'm 316 pounds. Whoa, you lost 3 pounds just in one day. No, that's water weight. Water weight is what will kill you. That means my cells are holding too much water, and that can lead to a very serious heart condition. I had been diagnosed with having, I think it's type 1 diabetes or type 2, the one that's curable. That's the diabetes that I got diagnosed with. So my doctor told me, he says, you don't have a weight problem. He said, you don't have a high blood pressure problem. You don't have a diabetes problem. You don't even have a cholesterol problem. I'm like, dude, that's why I'm here. He's like, no, you only have one problem. I'm like, what is it? He's like, it's your weight.
Then stop waiting.
He's like, you drop your weight, bro, you'll live. And me, he even told me, like, when I went in there a couple of months ago, he was like, man, remember when you first came here, you had the sweats? You know, just like I wasn't even doing nothing. And, you know, they call it the meat sweats sometimes. You know, I had the meat sweats. I'm just sitting in a nice air conditioned room on a cold November morning. I'm sweating. You know, you're fat. That's the meat sweats. But he says that is indicative of a heart condition, like your heart is pumping too much, or it's overloading and you're sweating for no reason at all.
Like
That means
sweating here and the hands.
no, just sweaty, just wet forehead. I'm sweaty for no reason. That, you know, like I said, people call it a meat sweats, but honestly, it's because I was so overweight that my heart was like working overtime. And he's like, typically that is usually when you have men your age hit that point, they typically are very close in range of having a heart attack or heart conditions.
Damn, you
So
better take care of yourself.
Hence the reason why I'm doing this challenge, my dude. So, like I said, this is me for the next 23 days, and it's not just the dancing and you know just the losing of the weight, but it's the fact that in order for me to help people grow, I have to be able to do some growing on my own, right? I cannot dance, right? If aliens came down here and was like, listen, we are going to blow this planet away unless this guy right here, randomly, you, sir, me, you need to dance right now.
We're all dead.
Kiss your cheeks goodbye. Because
Dude, you play a lot of video games. Why don't you play Just Dance?
just dance. Well, and that's the other thing, right?
I have affiliate marketing for that too.
Well, yeah. So along with me being able to put myself out there and be like, I'm doing something I never done before. I'm gonna dance and look as crazy as I can. So I want to inspire other people who are suffering with the same thing I got going on. I got some uplifting music. They can listen to that. They can find out the artists, Lecrae and all of that, the gospel artists that I listen to. But also with that is disciplinary things that had to take place. So I got myself in trouble with my wife because I told her this is what I plan to do. She was like, good. So don't eat meat forever. I'm like, no, I'm not trying to become a vegan. I like meat. Shut up, Dave. You was actually not paying attention this time to the innuendos, right?
No, my wife was eating meat and she lost weight.
Yeah, well,
She
I
was
mean,
eating eggs, steak
yeah.
in the morning, all that stuff. And
Listen.
a week
My
she lost
wife,
weight.
my wife is pro vegetarian, but she's pescatarian, which means that she's a pesc whenever you now let me stop. She's I love my wife, baby. You know I'm not calling you a pest. But
Oh,
shut up, Dave. She is a pescatarian, which means she only really eats fish as her source of protein. And I was like, look, I can do a pescatarian diet for a year, but I am not going completely meatless. Because that same yesterday, we went to this complete vegan place. The food was good. I'm not gonna lie, the food was good. It just didn't taste real. Like
was it filling?
it was very filling. Yeah, it was very filling. It wasn't like I was eating something. I'm like, ew, what is this? It's just like I had vegan cheese. It doesn't melt. It just it looks like, you know how when you take Play-Doh and you roll it out,
Yeah.
and it's just like somebody took orange Play-Doh and rolled it out, and it was like the same type of. I'm like, that's not cheese, man. And when I walked in there, she had chicken jambalaya, which was really good. Chicken and okra. They had tuna, and I'm like, I thought this was vegan. She says 100% vegan. So why y'all calling it chicken? Because it tastes like chicken. I'm like,
I don't know.
if you a vegan, how you know it tastes like chicken? Caught y'all slipping. You slipping.
Because they ate it before.
I know that, Dave. I know that. That was the joke, man.
Yeah, I got you.
No, but along with this diet change, the health change, is me wanting to focus on bettering myself, bettering the people that I come in contact with, bettering the viewers of our show, because I'm living out proof that I'm changing my mentality. I'm living within my disciplines. No video games, right? I have not played video games for the past 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
Like, no, I'm serious. Like,
I remember you got that thing.
Yeah. It's look. Completely unplugged right here.
Meta 3 comes out.
It's not attached to anything. It is chilling in this spot right here next to the
until we cut
PC.
off. That's why you try to cut off early.
No, 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 because I gotta wake up in the morning to do day 3 of the challenge, man. I gotta get out there and I gotta shake my groove thing, shake my groove thing. Yeah, yeah. So that, because I gotta go to sleep so I can get up and do that. And then I probably won't be editing the video before I go to work, because all of these edits are done the same exact day. So it's get up, do my challenge, then edit the videos, upload the videos. Yes. So
go to work.
And then go to work. Then go and build somebody else's dreams for the next 8 hours, and then come home and work on my dream until my dream becomes my reality. And it's going to take that much discipline. And to be honest, like, for the viewers at home, you know, I'm doing this to hopefully help anybody that comes to our channel and sees, like if you see something here that we help you out with, I know that I've been doing my due diligence for real, legit, and helping, instead of gaming 9 hours a day and then be like, let me do some topic research. You know what I'm saying? It's like, from now to March 15th, there will be no video games in this house. My son is playing his still. And he's like, Daddy, you'll play me in Bed Wars? I'm like, not yet, buddy. I got stuff I got to do.
That's
but
for mommy and you.
So we're trying to keep this PG, please.
PG for L.
I can't say I don't hate that. I can't say that at all. That was actually really good, man. I like that. We're trying to keep this PG for life, baby. For life. That was good. And on that note, I want to thank everybody who's coming to the channel. We got a new subscriber. Yay! I was so happy to see that. So thank you for coming here, watching the videos. Hopefully you take away lots and lots of stuff from us, and hopefully we provided you with value, and we're going to continue to increase that value as we grow. And these videos, and going back to when we first launched our video, this is going to be episode 15. So we're only 15 episodes in, but these videos are the receipts to show you whenever you might be watching these videos. It could be like 5 years from now, whatever, and you may see us where we're off doing bigger and better things. These are the receipts to show you where we started from, so you could know it's achievable for you as well. So with that, we want to tell you thank you for joining Passive Games for Life. You take care, God bless, and have a great night.